This is so weird being by myself. So weird. Okay, first off, as people join, please make sure that y'all are doing this responsibly. Second, that you're over 21, which means that you'd be doing this responsibly. And I'm gonna fix my bra, which is pretty much on brand for me. I couldn't find my other bra. So, wait for, oh, my mom's on. Wait for a couple more people to join. Wait for Nick to come on. Hi, Mom. It's the only time my mom sees my face.
I am a quality lady. You can't catch me on the daily. I don't need to be shady, cause I am a quality lady.
Oh, what's up, Hannah? Okay, so Hannah's joined, and Hannah is my girl in Alaska. Okay, first of all, sexiest white girl I've ever known in my entire life. And second of all, she does a Zoom with like winemakers on Thursday nights that I need to not be hungover for so I can like watch it. But she's definitely a great follow because she has a bunch of things. Okay, so Nick just joined. Let me invite him in. And I was looking at myself and it reminded me of a conversation that Glo and I were having about the fact that I feel like I look prettier when I've had something to drink. And I've had something to drink and I was looking at myself and I'm like, oh, I look decent. Okay, so everybody give a warm welcome to Nick. He's gonna pop in just a second. What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I was just introducing you. Okay, so Nick is a sommelier out of the DC area. And yes, and you are actually, I don't know if you know this or not, but you were my first alone dude.
No way.
Yes, I've had a dude on, but he's with a duo. He's part of the Nashville Wine Duo, so he doesn't count.
Yeah, I saw that one. You guys were outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, and so it's just you're like the dude. You are my first song.
I love that.
There's
I love
one.
it.
So
I feel like there's a little bit of pressure, but I don't sense it. I've been drinking since like 7 Eastern Standard Time.
Same.
So
I'm so glad we're even. Also, do you like my outfit? Because I feel like I'm running with the bulls.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
you.
I saw the and I saw your last story about decanting the wine. I don't have a decanter with me. I'm up in New Hampshire right now, so all I did was put it in a wine glass and just let it sit for a little bit, and came out pretty well.
Well, that's really smart.
But I love your bit.
I was running around trying to get everything ready because I didn't know how much I was going to drink on my last one. And I was like, I need to decant this, and I can't find my decanter. And so.
Hey, anything works. Anything works. A vase, a flower pot, and a glass. That's all you need.
That's all I need. I would much rather have this as flowers than actual flowers.
I would, yes.
Right?
I would agree with that. Yep.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because this does not, I can drink it, but it doesn't die.
It does not die. And you don't have to keep water in it.
So, okay, so you guys know, when a guest comes on, they usually get to pick the wine, typically get to pick the wine. I am a little bit of a control freak, but I primarily wanted Nick on because he has a love and a passion for Spanish wines. I know nothing about Spanish wines. Like, I think a lot of us are either like French wines or Californian wines. And I think it would be really cool to have him on to talk about Spanish wines. So I'm going to kind of let you run it. And cool. I know I'm working on relinquishing control. So you're welcome. I'm going to let you kind of run with it. We have a bottle of red, and I'll show you guys what this is. I was able to get this here in Nashville, and he was also able to get that in...
I was in New Hampshire.
Yeah, so you guys can see it. And then make sure to like heart it, like it, ask questions, not of me, because I'm just here to drink, but of him, because he is the expert in all of this fun stuff. So, and then we also have, do you have your bottle?
Oh, the Cava.
There you go. There you go. I love bubbles. Okay. So this is the Cava. I will, when I share the sips, I will put the brands on there so you guys can pick them up and try them for yourself. Where are we starting, bro? Where are we going?
Well, what's going on, guys? Good to be here. So, like you, I had no clue about Spanish wine. Actually, when I first got like an inkling for Spanish wine, It's because I lied on my resume to be a beverage manager for a Spanish wine bar. So it worked out really well. So I learned all about Spanish wine working at Barcelona Wine Bar. They have a couple locations, and that's
in,
where
like, the DC area, right?
Yep, that's in. It's in Nashville too, actually.
Oh, we just got one.
You gotta check it out.
Yes.
It's in Nashville. Yes. So yeah, that's where I kind of developed my love for Spanish wine. I had been an Italian lover, a wine lover, USA, of course, wine lover, and this kind of really broadened my horizons a little bit. So why do I love Spanish wine? If you like a value, Spanish wine is a value. I mean, you can get 5 to 10-year-old bottles aged in oak barrels for $20 to $30. Compared to a Napa Valley cab, which would be like $50 or $60.
Why is that?
Honestly, there's no good reason. It might be the source of the grapes. You know, a lot of it has to do with the producer and the label. So, like, say for Jordan example, Jordan Cabernet Sauvignon, really well-known producer in the USA, California, runs $40, $50 usually, right?
Okay.
You could have a Vina Alberti from the La Rioja Alta region winery, and it could be $20. So name recognition could be one of it, how they source their grapes, how they make the wine. There's a lot that goes into pricing and stuff, but I love a good value.
I do too.
So that's Spanish wine. And let's jump into a good value, and we have Cava.
Oh, you're going that way.
I'm going Cava first.
Hang on. Wait, I gotta open it. And I looked at your Insta and you have a way how to open, and I'm like, I'm not gonna open this. I'm gonna let him. All right, so.
Yep.
Okay, let's do it.
Do it. So peel the tab.
Yeah.
There's usually a tab on a sparkling wine bottle, so all you gotta do is peel it.
Okay. Well.
Is there? Oh, okay. Go on the back. There should be a back. Yeah, you should see like an open tab, and just pull it.
I don't do really anything easy. All right. Okay. All right. So that's off. There you go.
So there's a lot of pressure in a sparkling wine bottle, usually a lot. So a lot of PSI. So make sure you hold your thumb on that cage right there. Yep. And then do about 5.5, 6 half turns. It's going to loosen up the cage a little bit.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
Now, tilt it at a 45-degree angle. Have one hand on the bottom, the other hand just like, exactly. Yep. And begin to turn. Just begin to turn the bottle and the...
Wait, am I turning the bottle?
Turn the bottle, yeah. Turn the bottle. You can also turn the cork.
Oh, no, it's going.
Yeah, hold it down. Hold it down. Hey, okay.
That's my favorite sound of all time.
I love that. I love it.
When I come into a room, that's the sound that happens.
That's what's supposed to happen. It's great. It's a party.
All right, so we're starting with the Cava.
Yeah.
And remind me, it's not a bad retail point on this at all.
Yeah, what'd you pay for it?
Like 20 something.
Okay, I got a deal. I got $16, $17.
Okay.
And this is a delicious sparkling wine. So you guys, a lot of people know about champagne.
Right.
A lot of people know about Prosecco, but not a lot of people know about this hidden gem. And funny enough, I like to compare, look at those bubbles. Look at that stream.
It's so good. I love a good bubble, man.
I like to compare Cava as a great substitute to champagne if you're on a budget.
Okay.
Because they're made in the same method. It's called the traditional method. Right. We're not going to get into it, but so champagne is made from 3 different grapes: Pinot Noir, Chardonnay, and Pinot Meunier. Cava is made from another set of grapes, but still 3. It's Macabeo, Parellada, and Zorillo. So Cava can be produced all around Spain, but the main production point is Penedès, which is just outside of Barcelona, just south of it. So this is aged on the lees, or dead yeast cells, in the bottle for 36 months. That's why we call it a Grand Reserva. So
because of the age that it's in the barrel?
Yep. So a Grand Reserva Cava, the minimum aging requirement is 30 months. Mm-hmm. This is actually aged 36.
Okay.
So what does that do when you age it on like dead yeast cells? It gives like a little autolytic character to it, a little creaminess to the sparkling wine. Think of like a yeasty note, almost like going to a bakery. You just smell it, and now let's give it a taste.
Mm. Oh, that's nice.
Like smooth.
Yeah, very. I would contribute this to, because I just did the Dark Horse Brute. It's a little bit smoother than a Brute. It's really good. And you correct me if I'm wrong, but the one that's coming to my mind on this that it resembles to me in the Spanish version is a La Marca.
Love it. Yes.
This is straight, because La Marca is it's a good brand. It's under $20 bottle of bubbles, and I could see this being it tastes very similar.
Yeah. So you could do this. I mean, I get citrus. Mm-hmm. I mean, everyone tastes different, but I get a little bit of lemon, a little bit of lime, a little bit of that creaminess to it from the yeast. This is extremely dry. If you ever see the word brute nature, I don't know if you guys can see it on the bottle, but brute nature means it is bone dry. There's very little sugar in it.
So you can see that.
Yeah. So brute nature, and then it goes brute nature, extra brute, and then brute.
So my best friend Brandy just asked, I bet they have this in the restaurant in Nashville. We actually went to a Spanish restaurant in Nashville that had the big hunks of ham where they sliced it off for you, and it was very tapas style. It was the closest that I'll get to Spain right now.
Right, for now. Yeah. I think
because Spain is on my bucket list. Have you been?
I've never been over there, no.
Okay, we're going.
Yeah, we can, yeah.
I'll need you to go with me to help me understand all the way.
I love that.
Are we moving on to red?
Yeah, let's move on to red.
Okay.
All right, so next, are you into sports?
Yes.
All right. I call this the sixth man of the NBA.
Okay.
Tempranillo is the sixth man of the NBA, or the utility player of baseball. It is a fantastic substitute to really anyone. I believe. It's a strong statement.
That's ballsy. Speaking of sports, you're coming with some cojones on that one. All right, so this is I'm not going to pronounce it right.
Yeah, so this is Rioja. So Rioja. Rioja is a region in north-central Spain that is renowned for world-famous Tempranillo-based red wine.
What's a Tempranillo?
So Tempranillo is the grape varietal that they use. Mm-hmm. There are different, so it could be 100% Tempranillo, but then you can also add some other grapes in there, some classic grapes of Spain, Garnacha being one, or maybe Grenache.
I was going to ask, is it
yeah, it's the same thing, yep.
Okay.
Graciano, and as well, it can also be, those are grapes. Those can also be blended in to the red wine, but Tempranillo is the main red grape that is used to produce Rioja-based wine.
So for those people, and by those people I mean myself, the Tempranillo, what is the tasting structure of a Tempranillo grape?
Yep.
In a way that can translate, is it a Merlot style? Is it Cab style? Is it Zin? Where we have
This is why I love Rioja.
Uh-huh.
Because depending on how long it's aged for, they have different aging requirements.
Okay.
Depends on how you want to compare the grape. So, for instance, there's 3 different aging. Well, there's 4, but we'll go for 3. Okay. So there's Crianza, which is aged the least in barrel and bottle. Then you have Reserva, which we're drinking, which is aged a minimum of 3 years.
And this is they're aged in oak.
Yep, these are all aged. They have at least a minimum of a year in oak.
Okay.
So you have Crianza, Reserva, which is what we're drinking, so a minimum of 3 years in oak and bottle, and then Gran Reserva, which is a minimum of 5 years. So I like to equate Crianza to some Pinot Noirs.
Okay.
It's light to medium bodied. It has good acid structure, a nice fruit profile. You're going to get red fruits more on that. So that would be a Crianza. What we're drinking here is a Reserva. So this particular wine is aged 20 months in French oak. And that's going to give a nice toasty note to it. So you get that? Yeah. A dark fruit.
Mm-hmm. I love how it smells.
Yeah.
It's very fragrant. Very, very fragrant.
Kind of jumps out of the glass. So so a Reserva you could equate to a Merlot, probably. A medium-bodied wine. Fruit forward, toasty notes from some oak.
Mm-hmm.
And then a Grand Reserve would be like a Cabernet Sauvignon.
Okay.
Yep. So.
I tried to aerate. It didn't work. I don't want to spill my white. I'm an all white. I'm like, I'm gonna.
Yeah, that is daring.
Oh, that's good.
It's good, right? So you get a little bit of that dryness. We call it tannin.
Yeah.
It dries out your mouth a little bit.
Yes, I definitely get some tannin taste to it, but especially that second sip. The first one I got a little verklempt on, but like the second one down, it's very it is very Merlot. I do get reminded of a Pinot Noir, which Leanne has said that Rioja is her jam right now, and she's a big Pinot Noir fan.
Yeah.
And I can see like this is very much a similar style to that. But
Absolutely.
That's good.
Yeah. You like that?
Yeah,
You get a little of that. Do you sense like the oak notes from it, whether it's
do.
vanilla or toast or dill or coconut? Those are all characteristics of oak aging.
Anything aged in oak is I'm a fan of. I find
Cool.
I'm not a steel cast girl, especially if it's a Chardonnay or a white varietal. Like I tend to lean more towards an oak, old world style than something that's I don't know. Especially French oak versus American oak. But I love how it smells.
It smells great. It's definitely more subtle, you know.
Very subtle. Well, it tastes very subtle too.
Yes.
Like, and I could see this. Like, this is so. I think with the Cava, you know, like you were saying, like the fattier meats and, you know, something like the lighter fish or flakier fish. This I would do cheeses, straight cheeses on.
Yeah. Cheeses would be great. Like a nice sharp cheese, almost like a hard cheese. I would do like a manchego.
Oh yes.
That would be awesome if you want to go to Spain. You could also do it with like a meat board. You know, there's enough tannin here that the tannin, the dryness, the drying sensation in your mouth can cut right through the fattiness of that steak. You can do that. A meat board. You can do a lot of things with this.
All of my friends, all of my wine girls, they're all looking to become a som. There's a couple of other people. And I'm like, I just really like to drink, and I can talk a little bit about it and then have you guys teach me, and I'm not going to take a test.
That's all you need. That's all you need. Yeah.
Right? Okay. I am so grateful that you were on. Unless anybody else has any questions on anything, like, I don't think so. Let me look. Oh, wait, Nick, you said you had questions. You had.
Oh, you know what? I never did it. We'll do it the next time.
Okay,
We'll do it the next time.
Like,
I just want.
ready.
Yeah. Well, all right. Let me do one.
Okay.
Do you prefer screw cap or cork? These are like rapid fire. Should I get a clock? Should I get cork? Cool. Would you buy a bottle of wine at a restaurant?
Am I paying for it, or is somebody else paying for it?
You're paying for it.
Depends on the bottle.
Okay. If you see Josh Cabernet on a restaurant wine list, what do you think?
It's like the Target of wines. It's not bad.
All right. Those are a couple questions that I had. Yeah.
So it's like, I won't say my claim to fame, but a proud moment that I've had as a girl, because, you know, guys will buy a girl a drink. I had somebody buy me a bottle of wine once. Rombauer Chardonnay in a restaurant. And I still haven't gotten rid of those pants that I was wearing, because I'm like, those are my lucky pants. I hope that you have a great rest of the time in New Hampshire. I don't know if anybody else, somebody says body structure. A song says body structure is what Erica says on it. I love this. You guys make sure to follow Nick. I have tagged him in a bunch of stuff. It is, remind me, it's a Guys Wine Guide or Guys Wine Guide?
Guys Wine Guide. At Guys Wine Guide. Yeah.
You do videos where you eat burgers and you pair your wine and you work out and you drink the wine, which I think is fantastic.
Yeah.
He's definitely a great follow, very knowledgeable. He'll be back on again. I'm here for it. The live that I was just on, I'm going to replicate it because it was a really good idea. So I'm going to pour a little bit more wine. I'm going to let you get 3 seconds to prepare. I want you to cheers us out.
Cheers it out?
Cheers us out. Yep.
All right.
Do the cheers.
cheers to us. Are we ready? Should we
I'm
go?
ready.
All right. Cheers to staying healthy and drinking more wine.
Cheers. Yay. All right. Thank you for being on. Thank you guys
This was
for
great.
watching. Love you guys. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate you.
Take care, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.